What is up, homies? Welcome back to another trailer reaction from Heroes Reforged. We're reacting to the brand new trailer for The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power Season 2. This just dropped at San Diego Comic-Con. Before we get into it, I want to remind you guys to like, share, comment. Let us know what you thought about this new trailer. What are you looking forward to seeing in the new season? And of course, don't forget to subscribe. We've got videos coming out on average every day according to our analytics. So there's plenty of stuff for you guys to be watching. Yeah, it's been really, really good. We've got more stuff on the way. We've got a out of the theater reaction for Deadpool and Wolverine coming out this weekend. We've also have a Chexkins podcast coming out on Wednesday at 7 p.m. We're going to jump into all the spoilies of the movie, hoping that the internet doesn't spoil it for us before we even walk into the damn theater. We're also going to recap the big panel at Hall H for Marvel Studios as well. Expecting lots of announcements, lots of big stuff. We'll see how all that goes. We did watch The Rings of Power Season 1. Those reactions are available on YouTube, but also you can watch along with us on our Patreon. We did the entire first season. I really enjoyed it. Augustine, I think you know me and this sort of like high level fantasy. Sometimes it's hard for me to get into it because Lothlorien, I'm like, I don't know, man, but thankfully,
it's a lot.
Thankfully, because you have such a vast knowledge and history of Lord of the Rings, you're a really good ambassador and a really good sort of like leader through this show and through this universe. So I really loved watching season 1 with you and Hector. So I'm so excited to watch season 2.
Yeah, I really enjoyed thinking back on season 1. I think it started off a little bit slow, but by the time they got to that volcano sequence at the end, whoo, man, they were firing all cylinders. I do you remember that? You enjoyed that part?
Oh yeah, the like literal birth of Mount Doom. Holy Christ.
Mordor and Mount Doom.
Mordor,
yeah, that was really
insane.
Cool. But watching season 1 also made me realize that I forgot more than I remember about Lord of the Rings. And so what I've been doing is I actually downloaded the audiobook, and as I've been going to sleep every night for like the past maybe like 8 months now, I've just been like, I leave it in my ear. I go to sleep with the Bluetooth headphone, and I just kind of like listen to the stories now. And so yeah, I've been trying to brush up because there was some mistakes that I made last season that I'm gonna try not to make this season. So we'll see if I don't know if they stick to the story a little bit. I don't know, but I'm looking forward to this. So I'm ready when you are, buddy.
All right, here we go. Yes.
Sauron.
This son of a bitch.
Mr. Sauron.
Sees himself as master of all Middle Earth.
Ooh.
He seeks to rule
Oh,
it
wow.
conquest,
Wow.
but by bending the minds of all its peoples to his own. And for that he needs not armies.
No!
But rings.
Ooh, interesting. Okay.
In choosing to wear those rings, you have all become his collaborators.
I know you believe this ring is deceiving me, but I believe it is guiding me.
Huh.
Interesting.
Okay.
All this may be by his design.
These rings may be how he attains power.
They must be destroyed.
We will discuss the rings once you have answered the question. Who is this man?
He is no man.
Uh-oh. They found him.
Oh, damn.
Wow.
Whoa.
What is that?
What the hell?
Hey.
What am I to call you? A sharer of gifts.
Ah, okay.
Our work begins now.
Interesting. Okay.
I have walked across mountains and deserts
Oh yeah, the stranger.
to help my friend find
The
his
stranger and
Is
all
he
the
Gandalf or
protocols.
not?
The world may depend on
We don't know yet. We'll find out.
Is it my task to stop the fire?
Oh wow.
Is it my task to face Sauron?
Whoa.
Death
Oh, nice.
might lead to
Ooh, the Balrog.
Oh my God.
Durin's Bane.
Take off the ring.
Interesting. Okay.
I'm afraid, Durin.
Durin. I fucking love Durin.
Every soul in
Durin's the
Middle
best.
Earth is in peril. Will you abandon them to their doom?
Is that Tom Bombadil?
Mr. Tom Bombadil?
Oh, what have you done to me? Sauron to me.
Look at him in his beautiful little hair.
Promise me.
He got an upgrade.
That's the point. Yeah.
Elrond.
Stop until he is destroyed.
Wow.
Forgiveness takes an age.
Hey, the lady ants.
your
Whoa.
axe, old
Okay.
friend.
I need your axe.
With me.
Oh God. Spooters. Wow.
When the darkness falls, there are always some.
This is a show.
Yeah,
Jesus.
this is crazy. This looks way good. The Eagles are back. Okay.
You will give me the 9.
Oh my God.
The 9 rings of men.
This is epic. Good Lord.
Oh my God, that looks massive.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That looks great.
Could that have been any more epic? My God.
Wow.
That is crazy.
So I feel like they've stepped it up, man. Season 1 felt big, but didn't feel this big. This feels like full on cinematic, like huge, like gigantic. It feels really, really big. I hope they took, now that we've been watching House of the Dragon, I hope they took kind of like a clue from that of like how to kind of make these medieval things kind of feel. I know it's not obviously a copy of House of the Dragon. It feels very unique on its own. But it does kind of echo those things because they're kind of in the similar fantasy knights kind of range. I don't know, Adam, what do you think? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, it looks huge and expansive and massive. And not to say that the first season didn't look like that. It did. But I don't remember exactly when the first season was in production. It might have been as we were kind of coming out of COVID. So
I think you're right.
I think there was, I know that there was on location stuff, but I think a lot of it was more of it was sets, virtual production, you know, the LED walls, all that kind of stuff. And it feels like with this, because we're in a place now where we can be more on location and things have opened up so much more compared to where it was during the compared to the production of the original season. It looks like they really went bigger in every sense of the word. More bigger sets, bigger locations, bigger stunts, bigger visuals. I mean, some of the shots of them riding horses, you know, around sunset and in the desert and all these sorts of things, it looks massive. And I think you're right.
Yeah.
If you're going to try to cement your place amongst streaming, you know, and be a real contender, and you're taking on the Lord of the Rings, one of the biggest, most expansive and successful properties in entertainment, you gotta go big. You gotta compete with House of the Dragon. You gotta compete with the superhero stuff. You gotta compete with Star Wars, you know, so you really have to take what you learned, expand it, you know, and just make it feel that much more epic. And I'm getting that from the trailer.
Absolutely.
The one thing that I really, really hope and wish that they do, and you know, I don't know how many shows have done this from Amazon Prime. I want to see this on physical media. This is a show that while I love, you know, like I think Amazon streaming is really good, like it's at the higher tier compared to some other ones. This show deserves to be in a box set in 4K, you know, in the nicest collector's edition that they can give. Because even watching this trailer, I'm like, cool. There's a lot of detail missing from this trailer just in the image because it's so heavily compressed. And I don't think that should necessarily take away from people's perception of what the show will be. But when you see this like immaculate attention to detail put into every shot, I want that reflected when I watch the trailer. So I'm kind of watching and going 100%. Like, oh man, it looks amazing. This trailer is not properly representing just how much detail is in every single frame. And I don't think that's going to turn people away from it. I think everything else in this trailer, the scope, the scale, the music, the epicness, that's going to entice people to come back and watch and hopefully like get more people to watch than season 1. Because I think season 1, from what I remember reading, was pretty successful. But I would imagine that maybe they were hoping they would have even higher numbers. But regardless, I think if you love Lord of the Rings and you're open to it being different than what Peter Jackson did, and also taking some of the material and slightly altering it to make it fit this TV streaming format, then I think it has a lot to offer. Like, I was really invested in that first season. I fell in love with so many characters. Durin, Elrond, you know, just
Durin and Elrond. Oh my God, that brotherhood was amazing.
That pair was so fun to watch. So that's what I'm kind of hoping for from this season, is more of that, but also the Sauron is now Sauron. Mount Doom, all these things are in play. Cool. Let's make the stakes even higher. And I think that's what every season for this show has to do, because we kind of know where it eventually ends up, but the build up to that and building up to, you know, why we end up where we do in later iterations, I think you got to make that really feel like big, epic, eventful. It's got to be an event.
Yeah.
And so far, like, I'm getting all those vibes from this. So I cannot wait to watch season 2.
Yeah, I think for all those reasons, Adam, I think this show is probably going to be more successful than season 1. And there are a few lore changes that we can discuss when we watch the show. There's a few things that I'm just like, okay, that's not exactly how it happened, but that's not necessarily exactly how it happened. But I think those interpretations, just like Peter Jackson did, if as much praise as Peter Jackson gets, he was also catching so much slack for changing so many things from the books into the movies, which people now accept and praise as, you know, masterful, right? And
sounds like Star Wars fans.
The book, bingo. Yeah. It's not the original Lord of the Rings movies are not a 1-for-1 copy of the book. And and these kind of changes that they're making here, it's going to be very interesting to see them play out, because I'm guessing they made them for very purposeful story reasons, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how that plays out. Because initially, you know, from what I saw, some things don't happen that way. And I think it's going to be really fun to just kind of watch this and see where they go with it, because it's going to be, it looks exciting. It looks much more exciting than season 1, I would say.
Yeah, absolutely. I couldn't agree more. But I'm really looking forward to this. This is one of those shows that, because the lore is so deep and so rich, that I feel like it would be super beneficial for me to rewatch every episode. And we still have time. We have a month.
You should. Yeah.
We have a month before the show comes out. We may or may not get screeners early. I have no idea. But if we do, then, you know, like I feel like there's a little bit of a window of opportunity that if you haven't seen, if anybody watching has not seen that first season yet, like, jump in now. Like, if you saw the trailer and you watch this trailer and you're like, that looks really good, go watch season 1, like, immediately. You got to. There's 8 episodes. They're about an hour-ish long. So, like, you got plenty of time. You can knock them out one a night for the next week and you're good to go. So I definitely recommend it. But
or you can just go back and watch our reactions a little bit if you want. If you don't have that kind of time, do the reactions. Or if you really want to party, join the Patreon and watch them the whole episode with us. That's the real party right there. That's how you're going to have the most fun.
Absolutely.
So, either way, whatever way you want to watch it, it's a must rewatch before you jump into season 2, obviously.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. It looks great. But guys, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. What are you looking forward to seeing in season 2? What is one piece of essential book lore that you hope they put into season 2, or don't leave out or change or whatever? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure you guys come back when we watch season 2 starting August 29th. It'll be a whole lot of fun. We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Bye.